Hey guys, it's Armedfro here. Got another battle. This is versus SuperJai. I'm going to do something different. I'm going to show the team previews before the match just to show you, just pretty much kind of like what's going to be going down, like what strategy I'm going to be using. Well, obviously, I'm going to lead with my Banded Dragonite. That's what I have right here. And you look at his team, honestly, I think he's going to lead with Donphan. Which I have fought Donphan versus Dragonite before. He pretty much set up Stealth Rocks and goes for the Ice Shard before I kill it. It could kill me with 2 Ice Shards, but if he goes for the first Ice Shard, I'm just going to switch. The only problem I see on his team right now is my Milotic. I don't have any Electrics or Grass attacks, so I pretty much have to take it down with pure power, which will be basically my Dragonite and my Specladios. But yeah, that's pretty much it, so here we go. So here we go, made for 101 again. He won, sadly, the Blissey. I hate using Blissey, but you know what? Whatever. He actually leaves over the Hitmontop, which is really weird, but I'm just going to go straight, predict the fake out, switch into my Metagross, but he goes for the bulk up. I'm like, oh, it's a bulk up Hitmontop. Interesting. But doesn't matter. I'm just going to go for the Meteor Mash, see how much damage I can do. He goes for the Sucker Punch. Not sure why. Actually... Now that he goes for Sucker Punch, I'm going to predict that he's going to go for Sucker Punch again and go for the Stealth Rocks here, just to set him up because he does have the Mothra. I don't know his name, but he goes for Low Sweep. I'm like, oh, interesting. I've not seen Low Sweep on a Hitmontop, but it has low base power. It means Technician Boost and Stab, which is make it powerful. But right here, I'm just going to go with Meteor Mash, thinking I could take another Low Sweep. But I don't. My Metagross does die, which is really sad. But you know what? I set up my Stealth Rocks to do a pretty good chunk of this Hitmontop. So right here, I'm going to go with my Gary, which is my Infernape. Scarfed Infernape. He's going to go for the Sucker Punch. I resist, so it's not going to do too much. And right here, I'm going to go for that Fire Blast to see how much damage I could do. Does a pretty good chunk. It's going to be about a 2-hit KO. So right here, I'm just going to go with Fire Blast again, as he actually goes for the Mach Punch. Don't know why he didn't go for the first place, but... You know what? I live with 6 HP, and I'm going to take him out with another Fire Blast. Thank God this Hitmonton's dead. But, okay, it's fine. Because now he's going to switch into his Nidoking, and I'm Scarfed, so I'm fine with staying in. Fire Blast, but I miss, which sucks. So he takes me out with an Ice Beam right here. I know I can switch into my Blissey, which is a freaking whore. But you know what? Made for Fun 100 said, and it was most thumbed up, so... I'm going to predict the switch, go for the T-Wave, he switches into his Milotic. I'm like, oh, god damn it, Milotic. Now his Marvel Scale is activated, which increases his defense by 1.5, which really sucks. I was really hoping I could 2-hit KO with a Banded Dragonite Outrage, but here I'm just going to have to force switch into my Latios because he is probably the strongest thing I have with kill him with 1 hit. He goes for the Toxic on the switch, which is a really good play because now... I won't be doing too much to him. Right here, I'm going to go with the Draco Meteor. Spec Draco Meteor. It should do a good chunk. Hopefully he goes for the Ice Beam, because I know I can live 1 Ice Beam from this Milotic. So, and it doesn't kill. I wasn't really expecting to kill the Milotic 1 hit, but he goes for Recover. I'm like, god damn it. But right here, I know he's going to predict my switch, and I still have a pretty decent special attack. So I'm just going to go for another Draco Meteor. It does still a pretty good chunk. After the Recover and Leftovers, it still did a pretty decent chunk to him. So I go for another Draco Meteor. Brings him down to about half right here. But he goes for the Skull, predicting my switch, which is really good on my part. He can't burn my Latios because I'm already burned. I mean, I'm already Toxic. But right here, Toxic damage is racking up on me. So I'm going to predict that he's going to go for the Recover. And now I'm going to switch in my Banded Dragonite. Just try to kill this guy. Which he does go to the Recover, lucky for me. But without this Marvel Scale, this Outrage would easily be a 2-hit KO. But because of that, I'm just going to do as much damage as I can to this guy. I'm going to go for that Outrage. It's going to be a 3-hit KO. He goes for the Toxic, which is really interesting. That makes me think he doesn't have Ice Beam. So it's Scald, Toxic, Recover, and one other move. Haven't figured out what that last one is. But right here, I'm going to go for another Outrage. And Karma kicks SuperJai's ass, and I get that crit, which really saves me. He probably went for the Recover. It would have been really funny if he got T-Wave anyways, but I get the second turn Outrage, which is kind of good, kind of bad, but he actually switches into his Nidoking. And right here, I have to switch. I'm confused. I'm stuck in an Outrage. He's going to outspeed me, go for the Ice Beam. Switch into my Whore, which is the Blissey. Right here, I know he's going to switch into his Donphan, because that's his only really physical attacker they could take on Blissey. So right here, I'm just going to go for the Flamethrower, predicting that his Donphan switch, which I predict correctly again, and he gets a Flamethrower to the face, and skadoosh. Blissey has terrible special attacks, so it's not going to do too much. I get the crit, but so it's going to be about a 4-hit KO from where he's at, especially after leftovers. But I know I can take a couple Earthquakes because I'm max defense, max HP. Actually, I'm 200 defense, EVs, and 252 HP. So here he goes for Earthquake. It's going to be about a 3-hit KO on me. He could probably just take me out with, 2 Earthquakes and an Ice Shard. But I go for the Flamethrower again, and not going to kill. But I'm going to kill him with another one. Hopefully I can live an Ice Shard, a non-stabbed Ice Shard. Hopefully he doesn't have any EVs and defense and attack. But luckily for me, that Earthquake was minimum damage, I do believe. So the Ice Shard hopefully won't take me out. And Blissey lives, the fat whore. So I go for that Flamethrower. It's going to take out that Donphan, and that's a threat that I'm actually really happy with, because all the other guys are either weak to ground or ice, which is the 2 attacking moves that he does have. He goes for the Sawsbuck. I might as well stay in with Blissey. There's really no point in me just keeping Blissey around because, I mean, she's a whore anyway, so no one really cares about her. So, right here, I'm going to dive to the Sawsbuck Horn Leech, and I'm going to go to my Blue Angel, which is my Latios, and just go for the Draco Meteor. Whoever he brings in is just going to die. Only has left his Sawsbuck, Volcarona, and his Nidoking, and any of them are going to die to a Draco Meteor, so kapow, right in the kisser, easily takes him out. So, all he has left, I know he's going to switch into his Nidoking because he is Scarfed. That was actually really good death fodder because, I mean, Volcarona takes half from Stealth Rocks because he's Bug and Fire. So right here, he's going to switch into his Nidoking. I know he's Scarfed. I know he's going to outspeed me. And I want to keep... Actually, you know what? I'm going to leave Latios in to die just because I have my Terrakion, which is Scarfed, and he has his Sawsbuck, which, I mean, I have another Pokemon to switch out to, so it's going to be easy KO for me. So I go for the Earthquake. Easily going to take out the Nidoking because I do outspeed him because I am Scarfed as long as he and I have higher base speed than he does. So that's a dead. But I am stuck in an Earthquake, so I am going to have to switch out here into my I have two Pokemon left, which is my Bubby, which will easily take that Horn Leech because I do resist because I'm Flying type. And all he has left is just to try to kill me as I go for the Fire Punch. But again, poison is racking up. So right here, he's going to go for the Return Life Orb. It is Stab because he's normal and Grass, but he's not going to take me out, and I'm just going to punch him in the face with a Fire Blast. So that's a good game, Super Jai. Thanks for watching, guys. Rate, comment, subscribe. Choose a Pokemon for next part. Thumbs it up. I'll choose the highest thumbs, and stay classy.